What's up, guys? Chase Oliver 68 here, bringing you my Q&A. The Q&As are back, and if you guys want to send me questions for the Q&A, send me an inbox here on YouTube.com. If you don't know how to send me an inbox here on YouTube, make sure you guys post on Twitter at Chase Oliver 68 your questions. That's the way I'll answer your questions. No questions from the comment section down below, please. And thank you guys for watching. This Q&A only has like 2 people asking questions, but final limits 1. He asked like 10 questions, and for future Q&As, this goes for everyone. If you guys really want to know a question, can you guys just send 3 questions at a time? Because, 10 questions, that's a lot of questions, and some people, they just really, like, I want to make sure everyone gets a chance to ask a question, not just, one person. So let's get started. Final limits 1 asked 10 questions. Question number 1, he asked, what would happen if Taylor Swift were to turn heel on her fans? By what it means, she sings on stage singing one of her hit songs, and then all of a sudden she stops mid-song and says to his fans, and I quote, "You know what I am, sick of this goody two-shoe act. I'm going to be myself now and do whatever the fuck I want to do." When she says, "Guess what, motherfuckers, I'm no sweet angel," pulls out a joint and starts smoking that shit, and then she ends it off with it, "You don't like the real me, you guys go fuck yourselves." How would your fans react to that, especially your teenage emo-based fan base? I think the fans would definitely react differently. I feel that the media would look at Taylor Swift a lot differently. Like, I would say Taylor Swift is a badass after doing that. I mean, if you can go on stage and tell a bunch of emotional teenage girls that's her like demographic ways. Or those teenage women. Every song that she makes is about some boy breaking her heart every single damn time. Off the Rope Show recently just broke it. I'm surprised that they haven't gotten a song yet. But you know what I'm saying? It's just that's what Taylor Swift does. She just makes these songs. I don't know why people... she's a good-looking woman, don't get me wrong. But I don't know why people find her fascinating. I just feel that, there will be a lot of changes. Do you work out mornings, afternoons, or nights? I mostly work out in the mornings, and what he means by working out, lifting weights. I work out in the mornings. The reason why is when you work out in the mornings, you have more energy to produce throughout later in the day. That's why you want to work out in the morning. Also, in the morning, you're getting a bigger breakfast because you want to eat big in the morning. So you're eating a lot more food for you to, relax and rest your muscles. I sometimes work out at nights. Working out at nights is another good thing for most of you guys, especially for some of y'all who are having sleep trouble. If some of y'all are having sleep trouble, I suggest working out at nights, mainly because when you work out at nights, it helps you sleep easier because you're just relaxing, you're tired. It works out really well. Some people are different. So yeah. What do you eat before and after your workouts? Before my workouts, I just drink a protein shake. Normally like not a protein shake, supplement to start it off, whether it be a creatine or anything like that. And after my workouts, I chow down something like a power bar and I drink a protein shake. So that's pretty much what I do after my workouts. Number 4, how come you don't work out at a gym like Planet Fitness or Gold's Gym? I just don't really like being in a different environment. I just honestly don't like working out with too much people. In all honesty, I like that I have my own space. My machine is all to myself. I have a treadmill. I like jogging around the area. I like to do stuff on my own. I don't want to try to save a machine or worry about my phone being stolen by some idiots. So in all honesty, I work out a lot. What are all the workout equipment that you have at home in your garage? I have 2 workout, stations. One is with a bench, like pretty much it's like a bench. It has like the incline. I can do triceps. I can do biceps on it. It's a really nice little workout machine, kind of like a Bowflex. It's not really a Bowflex, but it works out like one. So I can do multiple different workouts on there. Very, very useful. Then the other workout station I have is just a plain flat bench with a bunch of dumbbell weights, and I do a lot of different types of chest workouts and back workouts on there. So that's pretty much most of my workout equipment in there, and I also have a punching bag. How long have you been working out for, and when did you start? I started working out my freshman year when it was football season. I wanted to lose weight mostly because I didn't really like who I was, being fat. And in all honesty, I decided to work out just because I felt that losing weight would be better for me and lead to a healthier life. And I never looked back. Sometimes I do get lazy with my workouts. I'm not going to lie. I'm not the most fit. I say before I started doing YouTube videos, I was definitely much more skinnier. I'm pretty sure most of my subscribers for a long time could tell that I have gained some few pounds, and that just comes off, you know, when you're in college, you guys understand. You guys know what's up. It comes down, you know, you're staying up later than you need to be. You're eating food late at nights just so that way you can get the energy going. You work out from time to time, but it's not like a constant thing, you know. It's hard when you're doing college. Um, Thoughts on the dude who I think is from Twilight, who looks like you, don't know his name. I think it's Channing Tatum. Channing Tatum's not from Twilight. Robert Pattinson and Taylor Lautner are the only ones. Channing Tatum's a monster, though, if you're just asking about Channing Tatum. I like Channing Tatum, 21 Jump Street, and the Step Up movies. I really think that he's not one of the best actors, but he's pretty good. I get that a lot. You know, people say I look like Channing Tatum a little bit. Definitely if I was skinnier, a lot more muscular, I would definitely feel like I maybe like Channing Tatum. I get that a lot where I look like a bunch of different actors. You know, a lot of subscribers always say, hey, you look like this guy, you look like this guy, you look like this guy, and I just say thank you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But Channing Tatum's a monster, and he's not in Twilight. Thoughts on Miley Cyrus's new hairstyle? I haven't seen it, nor do I care what Hannah Montana is doing. Fuck Hannah Montana. Why do people call you Asian Randy Orton since you're not Asian? What? No, I am Asian. I don't get why people don't think I'm Asian. I'm sorry if most people view Asians as, you know, little chinks and they squint their eyes a lot. I am Asian. I'm from Asian descent. My mom's Asian. You guys never see my mother, but my mom is Asian. She does not look that much Asian too. We're from Indonesia. Indonesia is an Asian. It's in Asia. I'm Dutch Indonesian. I took more from my dad's side. My brother, when you see his, he has like the little squinty eyes, but he's a bigger set. We're a different type of Asian. We're islanders. We're like like Filipinos. Do they look like Japanese people? No, they don't look like Japanese people. Japanese people, you know, sometimes may look like Chinese or Korean people, but I am Asian because I'm from Indonesia, and so pretty much, you know, I'm not Asian on top, but when you get down below, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm just joking around there. You know, Asians have small dicks, that kind of joke. But anyways, I am Asian. If you guys want me to prove it, I could probably try to find my birth certificate. I'm Dutch Indonesian. Indonesia is in Asia. I'm also European, so I'm a Euro-Asian. Is that a problem? I hope not, because I am Asian, and they call me Asian Randy Orton because with the bald head, yes, I do agree. Sometimes when I squint like this and I get all serious like this, I do look like Randall Keith Orton. And he's my hero anyway, so why not try to look like my hero? But that's why they call me Asian Randy Orton. Most people got it from the Off the Rope show. They started calling me Asian Randy Orton. Like Daddy likes to call me Bullwinkle the Moose. And I don't even think I sound like Bullwinkle. Do I sound like Bullwinkle? But other than that, yes, I am Asian. If you did not know that, I'm sorry for you. And his final question, why did the PSP suck? And why do you think it fucking sucks? Mine stopped working, fucking piece of shit, he told me. I think the PSP sucks just because of the layout of the buttons, the fucking stupid memory stick they want you to use. I just feel that the button layout is just really bad for a console. My brother has a Vita, and I really feel they did a great job with the Vita. But the PSP, in all honesty, it's just a disappointment. It was like, you know, and the graphics are not even that great on the PSP either. When you look at the PSP, it's not like the graphics are anything too special. It's just really, it's not that great of a console. Some games take longer to load. The online is not that smooth. I mean, I'll say this. The PSP has some great uses when it comes down to multimedia. I'll say this. The multimedia aspects from the Sony devices are amazing. With pictures, videos, downloading emulators, and all that other stuff, that's great. But when it comes down to just PSP games in general and the PSP console itself, it's not that great of a console. Multimedia-wise, I think it's one of the best consoles you'll get, and especially with the PS Vita. I think the PS Vita is one of the best handhelds next to the Nintendo 3DS out right now. I feel both of those handhelds are really, really good, and they do a very, very good job at using them. Right? Scott Casey Garrow, my boy, Will Ferrell #1 asked me, what is your favorite moment in the Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression Era? My favorite moment in the Attitude Era is when Chris Jericho won the Undisputed Championship, mainly because Chris Jericho is my favorite wrestler of all time, and next to Randall Keith Orton, of course, but Chris Jericho is my favorite, and when he won the WWF title and the WCW title, that was a fucking awesome moment for me. And then my favorite Ruthless Aggression era moment. Now, see, the Ruthless Aggression era moment, I don't know where you rank it, Ruthless Aggression, because Ruthless Aggression era could be 2002 to like 2003, and I might want to include 2004 in there, but what is 2005? You know, I honestly cannot really tell you my ultimate personal favorite Ruthless Aggression era moment, because I don't know the legit time frame. Ruthless Aggression moment is like that reality era that people, you know, made up. Like everyone's like, oh, we're in the reality era. That wasn't a real era in wrestling. That wasn't a real era. The Ruthless Aggression era, it's kind of what us internet wrestling fans made up, because, you know, we just didn't have a name for that era. After the Attitude Era ended, no, we really didn't have a name for that new era, so we just made it up and we said we call it the Ruthless Aggression era. But really, to be honest, it's not a major era in wrestling, just like that whole reality era. We just made it up. It wasn't something real. It wasn't like a real era. So in all honesty here, for Ruthless Aggression era, I would probably have to say Brock Lesnar beating up Zach Gowen, because I would say Eddie Guerrero winning the WWE title. I would say Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero at WrestleMania 20, Batista winning the title at WrestleMania 21, Orton winning the title at SummerSlam 04. But I don't know if 2004 counts, because most people that I talk to about the Ruthless Aggression era say it's like 2002 to 2003. And I really did enjoy the Brock Lesnar and Zach Gowen storyline. And I would feel that it probably was my favorite moment when Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of Zach Gowen, because it was such a emotional driven storyline. That's pretty much it. Like, if you guys view the Ruthless Aggression era differently, please comment down below. But for me personally, Ruthless Aggression era is just pretty much up in the air what I think about it. How do you feel about me putting you into the 2013 YWC Hall of Fame? Thank you. It's awesome. I didn't know we had a Hall of Fame for YouTubers that talk about professional wrestling, but it's cool that I'm in it, and I would like to thank you for putting me in there. And for the person that is going to induct me, I hope it's Little Chris, because he's the only one who really knows me well. Number 3, and the final question of this Q&A. Did you ever like Danny Turner, Bob Saget on Full House? I love Danny Turner. I love Danny Turner. Danny Turner was Danny Turner was the man, okay? Like fucking DJ and Stephanie, and I forgot, who did Mary Kate and Ashley? Michelle. Like, they would pull all this bullshit, and Danny Turner, he's like the American dad. Danny Turner is like the guy that you wish he was your dad. You're like, man, I wish I had fucking Mr. Turner as my dad. Because Danny Turner was just a monster. He knew how to handle every situation. He wasn't afraid to lay down the law. He made Uncle Jesse feel at home, and then he made Joey feel at home. Like, fuck Joey, okay? If any of y'all like Joey on Full House, you must have been on something. Like, he was a terrible comedian. He wasn't funny. He wasn't cool. Danny Turner fucked the world. Bob Saget is the man. All right? Anyone who hates on Bob Saget, no, I'm not going to say any mean words, but Bob Saget is the man. Alright guys, that's enough for this Q&A here. If you guys like this Q&A, remember you can send questions via inbox here on YouTube or via Twitter at ChaseOliver68. Make sure you guys follow my Twitter while you're at it. I mean, you might as well just follow me on Twitter anyways. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. You can subscribe by clicking the little icon box right here, or you can subscribe down below. Comment down below some of your answers for this. Comment down below, you know, some of the questions that I asked about the Ruthless Aggression era, definitely, because I really don't know how to sum that up. But, you know, comment down below your thoughts on the Ruthless Aggression era, Taylor Swift turning heel, and all that other questions that I've asked, your workout equipment. Also, beforethekickoff.com, WrestlePalooza.com. Make sure you guys check out those websites. I do work on there too, so I'm going to post the links down below there. And that's pretty much it. So anyways, guys, hope to see you guys soon. This is Chase Oliver 68, and I say peace!